I'm 85, and here's my full weekly workout that keeps me stronger than most people 50 years old. Now, as I said, I'm 85 and I work out 7 days a week, no rest days. Now, before you call the little white wagon, I'm fine. Better than fine, actually. My doctor keeps looking at my chart like there's been some kind of a clerical error. But people ask me, Charlie, hey, what's your secret? And I tell them, there is no secret. There's just Tuesday and Wednesday and every other day of the week. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what I do day by day and why I believe this is the reason I'm still vertical, still pedaling, and still giving my body reasons to stick around. Now, here's my philosophy. When you hit a certain age, the world starts handing you permission slips to quit. Take it easy, Charlie. You've earned the right to rest. And I understand that, I do, okay? However, some days my knees talk back to me. Some days they give full speeches. But here's the thing. At 85, your body is either getting stronger or it's getting weaker. There's no cruise control. And I decided a long time ago that I wasn't going to let my body make those choices for me. Exercise and fitness at 85 aren't hobbies for me. It's my top priority for a long and healthy life. Not just long. I don't want to just be here. I want to be active, carrying my own groceries, riding my bike on a Sunday morning, getting down on the floor and playing with the grandkids. This is the important part. Getting back up again. Okay. I also want to acknowledge that everyone is starting from a different place physically. My wife, for example, has Parkinson's, has gone through 10 back surgeries, and has had 2 knee replacements. Naturally, she has limitations, and I completely understand that many people face similar challenges. So, if you're dealing with serious physical issues, my advice is simple. Do your best and forget the rest. Do what you can where you are with the body you have today. Now, I know that I'm fortunate to be in the condition that I'm in, and perhaps some of that comes from the choices I've made throughout my life. As long as I'm able to keep moving and keep taking care of myself, I intend to keep on keeping on. So, let me show you what my workout looks like. Monday is what I call my home gym circuit. And so, say most people my age on Mondays are easing into the week with a cup of coffee and maybe the morning paper. I'm in my garage having a disagreement with resistance bands. I've got a home gym set up, and it's nothing special, but it gets the job done. I've got bands, free weights, and an assault bike, among other things. Now, if you've ever been on an assault bike, imagine a regular bike that woke up angry. The harder you pedal, the harder it pushes back. It's like arguing with your spouse. There's no winning, but you come out stronger. I do a circuit routine. That means I move from bands to weights to the bike with short breaks in between. It keeps the heart rate up, works the whole body, and I'm done before the morning's half over. And here's the thing about a home gym. There's no excuses. It's not raining in the gym. There's no traffic. It's 10 steps from my kitchen. Now, some mornings, the hardest part is the 10 steps, but I take them every Monday morning. Pattern interrupt. Now, you might be thinking, all right, Charlie, that's one day, but you said 7. Okay, well, let me just say, we're just getting warmed up here. Okay. So on Tuesday, I head to the gym, and I've got a routine that takes me about an hour and a half. Now, some people my age spend that long on having brunch, but I spend it climbing imaginary buildings. First, I hop on an elliptical, and I burn 150 calories. Good warm-up, smooth on the joints, and my knees appreciate the courtesy. Then, I move to the stair machine, and I don't do a polite 10 floors and call it a day. I climb 62 floors. 62. Now that's roughly the height of a skyscraper. By floor 20, my legs are asking questions. By floor 40, they're filing formal complaints. And by floor 62, we've reached an understanding. That burns about 200 calories, and every single one of them is earned. And after that, I do my arms and biceps and triceps. Now, I know that some of you are thinking, Charlie, you're 85 and you're curling for what? Well, I'm curling for that jar of pickles that thinks it's going to outsmart me. That's who I'm curling for. It's not that big a deal. Okay, it's a quality of life that I'm shooting for. Okay, then I move to the leg machines, and I do leg curls, leg extension, and leg squats. And let me tell you something about legs. Your legs are your foundation. You lose your legs, you lose your independence. Now, you lose your independence, and suddenly someone else is deciding when you eat lunch. I don't do things by halves, and I don't skip a leg day. Very important, okay? Next up are 3 sets of rowing. So I do 3 sets that last about 5 minutes. I burn 50 calories each time. That's 150 total. And it works everything. Your arms, your back, your core, your legs. It's one exercise that gets everything. And here's my secret weapon. I finish by walking backwards on a treadmill, 12-degree incline, at 1.3 miles an hour for 5 minutes. Now, I know I get looks, and people at the gym glance over like I've kind of gotten confused about which direction the floor is. But backward walking strengthens your knees, improves your balance, and works muscles that forward walking completely ignores. So if you're 60 or over, and you are not walking backwards, you're leaving gains on the table. So just try it. Now, to make it maybe slower, don't half a mile an hour, but try it. You'll like it. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I could do some of that, that's good. That's exactly the right place to start. Now, drop a comment and tell me which exercise surprises you the most. And if you know somebody who's been told to slow down, when maybe they just need a better plan, share this with them. All right, well, let's keep moving. Now, we got 5 more days, okay? Now, next is Wednesday, and that's a bike day. And this is where things get personal. Now, since I live in Utah with winters that are cold and wet, I ride my upright bike inside, actually in my kitchen. And my speedometer just turned 30,000 miles. And when it gets warmer, I get out on my road bike outdoors. I cover roughly 33 miles every ride, and I do this 3 times a week, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. That adds up to about 100 miles a week. Now, I didn't start there. 100 miles isn't where the story begins. It's where it is right now. Cycling found me after my knees decided running was no longer on the menu. And it was the key that unlocked the cage, okay? The open road, the rhythm of the pedals, the way the world opens up at 15 to 20 miles an hour, it's what I call therapy with spokes. Next is Thursday. I go back to the gym. I do everything I did on Tuesday. I do the elliptical. I do the 62 floor stair climb. I do the rowing and the backward treadmill. Now, all of that. But here's the one change. Instead of working the arms, I focus on my chest. I do a high angle and I do a lower angle. Now, that hits the upper and lower chest and keeps things balanced. See, the trick is variation within consistency. My body knows what's coming on Thursday. It's not a surprise. By rotating what I focus on, nothing gets neglected. It's like tending a garden. We've all had gardens. You don't want to water the tomatoes every day and then skip the peppers. You give everything its turn. And here's the thing. Consistency doesn't mean boring. It means your body trusts you. And when your body trusts you, it shows up. Friday, back on the bike. It's another 33 miles. Now, I have different routes I use for each day along with different skies. It never gets old. Saturday's a full body workout with weights. It's what I call my soul workout day. I work out my entire body with weights, 15 different exercises, 3 sets of 20 reps each. Now, if you're keeping score at home, that's 900 reps in a single session. Now, I don't do things in halves. I do my chest, my back, my shoulders, biceps, triceps, quads, hamstrings, calves, cores. Everything gets its moment. This is a day that ties the whole week together. All the cardio, all the machine work, all the miles on the bike. Saturday is where I make sure no muscle gets left behind. Now, 3 sets of 20 is higher reps than what a lot of people do. But at 85, I'm not training for body competition or body, strength. I'm not trying to impress anybody. It's just a matter of building endurance, keeping my joints happy, and making sure my muscles remember what they're here for. 20 reps means lighter weight, proper form, very important, and no injuries. Because at my age, injury isn't a setback, it's a cliff. And I want to stay away from the edge. And Sunday, back on the bike, 2 or 3 more miles, and that's my week. 7 days and 0 rest. Now, the point of all this isn't that everyone should do what I do. I know that. Some of you have had bad backs. Some of you have bad knees. Some of you have both and maybe hips that have been making threats since 2019. The fear is completely justified. But here's what I've learned in 85 years of being in this body. It will rise to whatever you ask of it as long as you ask consistently and with respect. Listen to it. Adapt when you need to. Rest a muscle that's telling you to stop. But never, ever stop moving altogether, because the moment you stop, your body gets the message that, hey, I'm done. And I'm not done. Maybe for you, it's not 100 miles on a bike. Maybe it's a walk around the block. Maybe it's 10 minutes with resistance bands in your living room. That's not less. That's your version. And your version is what matters. Now, this is Charlie Fuller, and the road is still open, and so am I. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.